What? Can you tell me about the guitars that you've purchased from Ron over the years?
Oh yeah, I can tell you every single one. The first guitar was actually when I was going through chemo, and my girlfriend at the time knew I was in a whole lot of pain, and I had talked about this place that I wanted to visit it again, that I hadn't been there for 20 years. And she walked in here. It was Christmas or something. It was a special time, and she wanted to get me something. And she didn't have any idea what to do. And she walked in here and literally said, "My wife is Melissa Etheridge. She has cancer. I want to get her something special." And Norm's like, "Okay." And he took her to the rare stuff. And I have a 1964, I'm bad at the years, but I think it's a 64 Fender Thin Line, like museum quality. It's the guitar I played when I played the Grammys in 2005, bald. It's that guitar was what I got from here, and it's probably the finest guitar I own. It's amazing. And it's funny because I probably wouldn't have bought it, but my girlfriend at the time came in and just laid the money down and didn't ask anything. But that was the first one, and that's when then I came back and bought the Hummingbird. Then I came back and I didn't. All my acoustics had been Ovations, which are fine on stage. They're great on stage. But there's something about a vintage Gibson or Martin acoustic guitar. And so I said, look, I want to buy a J45. I think every singer-songwriter should have a J45. And the J45 he pulled down for me is, again, on so many records I have now. And it's just such a great sounding. So I have a Fender Thin Line, a J45, a Hummingbird. Then I came back in, and when I traded in, I have, that was for a Gretsch, a Country Gentleman, amazing, 79 Country Gentleman, a Fender Jaguar, 79 Jaguar, really amazing Jaguar, I bought this is how great he is. I bought a Dobro from him because I wanted to, do the slide stuff. And then I realized it wasn't electric. I didn't even think about that. So I brought it back, and he was perfectly fine, just bringing it back. No problem. I mean, no problem at all. Okay, here's your money back. Bam. And I ended up walking out. I ended up buying which you can only buy here. Okay, it's a Mosrite double neck that had been made specifically, that the guy who made the Mosrites, I can't remember his name right now, but the special Val, I think his name was, made for this country guitarist named Lane Frizzell. Well, in the 80s, Lane Frizzell became Elaine Frizzell. Who knew? Transgendered country guitar player, and he had this double neck. It was a 6-string and a octave up, smaller six string, little tiny thing, and it said Elaine on it, and it was a transgender guitar. So I bought it. He talked me into buying it, but it sounds amazing. It really, really special. And that's the sort of thing. You walk in here and you're like, oh, and Norm's like, I think you like this, and then you're sunk. It's over. But it was so perfect. I remember buying that. I have bought, oh my God, I just recently, last year, bought a Gibson 347 that is superior. It's outstanding.
Basically, you have an addiction.
How could you tell? No, I finally got to a point where I said, look, and it's only because he would do it, I would only trade in guitars. I have to stop I'm going to go broke if I keep buying them. So I would come in, I would bring in my old guitars or bring in something, and he would always give me such a great trade-in on stuff. Just always so amazing.